A very good morning to one and all. I'm Sudarshan, working as an assistant professor in Department of Civil Engineering, Savita Engineering College, and I'm going to handle the subject surveying for second year civil engineering students. The subject code is CE 19 CE 402 and the subject name is surveying. If you could let us see the overall outline of today's session. First, we'll be seeing about the various units of surveying and the textbooks. Next, the course outcomes, the definition of surveying, the purpose of surveying, the principle involved in surveying, and classifications of surveying. The various units in surveying are: Unit 1 deals with fundamentals of conventional surveying and leveling, Unit 2 deals with theodolite and tachometric surveying, Unit 3 deals with control surveying and adjustment, Unit 4 deals with modern surveying, and Unit 5 is advanced topics in surveying. The textbooks are Punmiya, Ashok Kumar Jain and Arun Kumar Jain. Surveying Volume 1 and 2 by Lakshmi Publications, and the second textbook is Venkatramaya Textbook of Surveying from University Press. What are all the course outcomes? The first course outcome is you will be learning about all the methods of surveying and its practical applications. We'll have a practical knowledge on handling the basic survey instruments. We'll be knowing all the details of modern surveying techniques, and we'll also have a knowledge on how to carry out the surveying in the field in various engineering projects and in location of site. Let's move on to today's session, the definition of surveying. Surveying is the art of determining relative spatial location of points on or near the surface of the earth. So the main purpose of surveying is to prepare a map. So this map is our final object of surveying. Here we could find layout maps or a master plan map that is shown in the picture. So this is the purpose of surveying. What are the principles in surveying? There are two major principles in surveying. The first principle is working from whole to part, and the second principle is to locate a new point. We need at least two independent processes. So the first principle, from the picture we can infer that there is an apple that is shown, is it as a whole, and the second picture it is shown into parts. Similarly, in a field, when it is a field, how we have to measure? We have to measure by dividing it into a number of parts. Here it is shown as into triangles. So we have to divide the layout into a number of triangles, well conditioned triangles, for surveying it. So this is the first principle. The second principle is to locate a new point. We need at least two reference points, either by having linear measurements or by having angular measurements. So let us consider 2 points, known points P and Q. The third point R, the new point, has to be located. So in order to locate it, either we should have distances, that is linear measurements, L1, L2, or we should have angular measurements, alpha and beta, as shown in the picture. What are the types of surveying? Majorly, surveying classified into two types: plane surveying and geodetic surveying. Geodetic surveying is a type of surveying where we will consider the curvature of the earth. So here we majorly this type of surveying is majorly accurate, and this kind of surveying is essential for areas having greater than 250 kilometers. Next is plane surveying. Here the curvature of the earth is not considered, and it is suitable only for areas having less than 250 kilometers square, and here the curvature of the earth is assumed to be a plane. So we'll be having only plane measurements. So these are the major two types of surveying. Now we will move on to the classifications of survey. Survey has been classified into various categories depending upon methods used and nature of field. So it is classified as, based on instruments, it is classified into chain surveying, plane table surveying, compass surveying, dumpy level surveying, theodolite surveying, total station surveying, and GPS surveying. Based on methods, it is classified into triangulation surveying and traversing surveying. Triangulation is a basic principle of surveying of whole to part, where we'll divide into number of triangles, and in traversing we measure it from a point and end in a new point. It is called a closed traverse, and if you start and end at different points, it is called as open traverse. Classification based on purpose: geological survey, mine survey, military, and archaeological survey. So in geological survey we'll deal with about soil, rocks. In mine survey, in making mining especially, and in making tunnels. In archaeological survey, about old buildings, sculptures, etc. And in military survey it deals with defense. Classification based on the nature of field: land survey, hydrological survey, astronomical survey, and aerial survey. So in land surveying, mainly the layouts and the population, and also we'll be having the complete area plan in land survey. In astronomical survey, with the portion of sun, star, location of us, and in aerial survey we'll mainly deal with aerial photography, topographical features of a land, and in hydrological survey we'll be dealing with water bodies. So these are all the various classifications of surveying. Thank you all for your attention. If you have any queries, kindly post the questions. Thank you one and all.